Hello. If you have just joined, share immediately. Remember, immediately you clicked on this video, there is something that shows under the video that says follow. Click follow so that anytime I'm live, you are going to get a notification. We have something very, very important to talk about tonight. But before we start talking, if you have joined already, please share. Share the video in all your groups. Share the video in all groups. Share the video on your wall. Usually when I'm speaking, I ask cadres not to join me. I ask of spiritual people not to join me. But tonight, even cadres, you must listen to what I want to say. It's for your own benefit. Even cadres, they are allowed tonight. So cadre, you are free to join. Whether you are a cadre, whether you are what, you are free to join. Because what I want to say tonight is very, very important. It's something that you really, really need to hear. So start sharing right now. Start sharing. Let everybody know that Seer 1 is live. Before we proceed. So you must listen. Share and let me know where you are watching from. Good evening, Jagabans. We have a lot of things to talk about today, but I'm going to be very brief because I have a lot of work that I have to do tonight. And usually people ask, Seer 1, where are you talking from? I'm talking from my bedroom. I speak from my bed, from the comfort of my bed. So we have a lot to discuss tonight. Just make sure that you are sharing. Let everyone know that Seer 1 is live. We have something very, very important that we need to talk about today. Glory. Okay, that's good. Make sure that once you have joined, you must share. Once you have joined, you must share. It's very, very important for you to share. People must know. If you have joined, or maybe you are watching this video or you're about to watch this video, there is a button down that says follow. If you have not followed this page, follow, click that button and follow the page so that anytime I'm live, you are going to get notification because we are about to enter into what I call war zone. Into war zone, zone of war. And this is where it's getting interested. I'm going to be live always on this page to bath them, to teach them lessons. So you must click that follow button so that anytime I'm live, you receive a notification. Something important that I want to share today with you. Many people actually don't know how I was deported from Zambia and exactly what happened. I think it's the right time for you to know so that many people who don't know must know now because it's no longer a secret. And the many other things that I want to show you, people of Zambia. This broadcast is centered on Zambia. So if you are here, you want to say, why do you always talk about Zambia? I want you to know that I want to talk about Zambia. So you better don't watch. if you are watching, you are going to hear a lot of things about Zambia tonight. It's very, very important. Before I start, I want to thank all the Jagabans all over the world. You have been encouraging me. You have been sending me messages. You have been encouraging me. You have been saying, hey, Jagaban, you have opened our eyes. Seer one, you have taught us a lot of things. You have taught us how to be strong. Seer one, you have taught us how to be bold. Jagabans all over the world. I want to say thank you. Thank you for always supporting me, sending me messages of encouragement. It's very, very important. When you are playing football and you don't have supporters, you usually lose the football. But when you are playing football and people are saying, oh, what Seer one is playing is good, the wing Seer one is playing is nice, I get encouraged to do more. I get encouraged to say more. So I want to say, all the Jagabans, I love you so much. I love you so much. Imagine our page has been closed. This is the fourth time we opened the first page. They closed it. They reported it and it was closed. We opened the second one. They reported it to close. But this is a very brand new page. But look at how many people, thousands upon thousands of people that are watching. Meaning Jagaban is having a lot of Jagabans all over the world. Faithful Jagabans. I want to say thank you. Thank you. Continue being Jagabans. We are very, very close to victory. You are going to see the victory on your own. I want to thank all the youths in Zambia. All the youths in Zambia, youths of Zambia. If Edgar Lungu can just open the bar so that I can celebrate you. You guys, you deserve to drink. You really, really deserve to drink. You deserve to enjoy. You deserve to be celebrated. You have done something that the whole world is proud of you. Everyone is proud of you. All the youths in Zambia, the whole world is celebrating you today. In Nigeria, you have been given as an example of boldness. In America, I'm receiving phone calls from all over the world. They are celebrating your courage. Thank you, Chela. Thank you. Thank you, Chela, for standing and speaking for the people. Thank you, B-Flow, for standing and speaking for the people. Thank you to Lily, all the youths of Zambia that have risen to take over their freedom. All the youths of Zambia that have risen and say, we cannot sit down and watch our freedom being taken away by some fools. I want to say congratulations. Believe me, Edgar Lungu must open bars. He must open bar for you. You have done a good job. You have shown them that power belongs to the youth. Power does not belong to cadres. Power does not belong to few people that call themselves a political party, political what. Power belongs to the youth. And you have shown them that, yes, power belongs to the youth. Now they are afraid. They are panicking. PF is panicking like a headless chicken. PF is panicking. They don't know what to do because of you, the youth. I want to say, I love you. Believe me, I'm proud of you. Don't stop. Don't stop, no matter what. Now that you have risen, make sure that you don't sit down until the right thing is done. They must know that power belongs to the youth. It's no longer leaders of tomorrow. It's now leaders of now. Zambian youths. I don't know. You are too much. You are too much. You are too much. Zambian youths. I clap your hand. I clap my hand for you. The whole world is celebrating you. You're on BBC. People are writing me, like I said, from all over the world, Nigeria. They are saying, Zambian youths are very brave. I am glad. Don't be intimidated. Let me tell you something you don't know. PF is not the population of Zambia. PF is not even half. PF is not even a quarter. PF is just full pocket of people. Don't allow this few pocket of people to put you in prison again, to recognize you, is a lie. Nobody must step on your freedom. B-Flow, you are a hero. Chela, you are a hero. Lily, you are a hero. And all those other musicians that have risen, what is his name? All these other musicians that have risen now, all these other artists that have risen, saying, no, enough is enough. You are heroes. I would buy you a bottle of beer. That's why I'm calling on Edgar Lungu to open the bar. These youth must be celebrated. They deserve whatever they drink. They deserve it. I love you so much. You have shown them that power belongs to you. Power belongs to the people. Power does not belong to few idiots, few crooks, few criminals. No. Power doesn't belong to them. You have shown them that power belongs to you. I clap my hand for you. Continue like this. Don't stop. Nobody will do anything to you. You are untouchable. Somebody say, is this life, Papa? Yes, this is life. You see, many a time you were always afraid of them. You want to talk, Bowman will come and intimidate you. Oh, you fear. Have you seen that Bowman is just a noisemaker? He can't do anything to you. Kia? Are you doing for me? Have you seen that he's just a noisemaker? He can't do anything. Even his own political party have risen to condemn him today. He has been condemned. So continue. Don't shake. When you want to talk, talk. When you want to act, act. Nothing is going to happen. You have the blessings of God. And I also want to thank some men of God. Are you doing? I want to thank some men of God that have risen also to join the youth to fight against corruption in Zambia. I want to say thank you. Thank you. The apostles have seen your messages. Pastors have seen your messages. And few others that are still cowards, that are still afraid. What are you waiting for? Join the fight. Corruption must fall. Okay. Having said that, I want to take time to tell Emmanuel Mamba, I don't address cadres. So many people have been looking for my attention in Zambia. I don't talk about individuals. I talk about the government. I talk for the people. So when individuals start mentioning my name so that I talk about them so that they become popular, I don't do such things. Emmanuel Mamba, I never mention your name. I don't even know you. You are a nobody. Don't mention my name again. I don't want to start trouble with you. Anybody that fight me becomes useless, like kings. Mark my word. If I decide to fight you, if you are alive, you'll be useless. So that's why I'm saying, Emmanuel Mamba, I don't respond to cadres, I don't respond to people who have nothing to do. Emmanuel Mamba is just there in Ethiopia. He don't have nothing to do. There is no duty. He was here in South Africa and Edgar Lungu removed him from here and took him to Ethiopia. And he's always bored. He's not doing anything. He's just receiving salary for nothing. The only job that he has there is to welcome Chilufya Tayali in Ethiopia. Who goes to Ethiopia? What is in Ethiopia? So Edgar Lungu was wise enough to remove you from South Africa where there is activity and carry you and put you in a place where the only duty you have is to welcome Chilufya Tayali. So I can't belittle myself to start talking about Emmanuel. Emmanuel Mamba, it's nothing. It's nobody. It's a bootlicker. I don't talk about people that survive by bootlicking. I don't. Somebody that always want to appear in public, always camera freak human being. Every time he take picture, he sent to Mueban to post this thing for me. I don't have time for idiots. I'm talking about important things. I'm not talking about ambassador, not even ambassador of a country. Of a country like South Africa or important countries. Ambassador in Ethiopia. What are you doing in Ethiopia? There is nothing. There is no job for you. You just have to wait for Chilufyata. You welcome him and escort him when you want to go back to Zambia. You must continue doing that job. Don't mention my name in your stupidity. I don't have time for you. You know, I just want to take this opportunity to say, please, I don't have your time. Don't ever again say Seer one. I said it before. If what I said, I have in any way offended anybody, I have in any way offended anyone, that is called character, that is called defamation. Defamation of character. If I have ever done it, let the person I defend, I lied against, take me to court. You know, what are you talking about? There is what is called International Criminal Court. I don't necessarily need to be in Zambia for you to take me to court. You can process your things and we go to court anywhere in the world. So if I have offended Edgar Lungu, I have offended Dorasilia or all these other thieves that I mentioned, if I've offended them, and they must take me to court. I'm not afraid of court. Any court in the world, I'm going to go. I'm going to go not as a supernatural human being. I will go as Andrew, and I will teach you a lesson. So if I said something bad against anybody, please, you must take me to court. Don't have mercy on me because I don't have mercy on people. I don't need mercy. If I offend you, take me to court. So Emmanuel, please continue your bootlicking in Ethiopia where you have nothing to do by just receiving. How many Zambians are there in Ethiopia? That's why you are bored. You're always on Facebook posting rubbish. An ambassador that is busy don't have time to be on Facebook. Take pictures, send to Mueban to post this thing for me. You know, ambassador that is working don't have such time. It's because you're not doing anything in Ethiopia and you are getting salary. What is it for? That's why, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, when you become a president, some of these embassies that are useless, you must close them. Close them and use the money for the youths. Youths of Zambia are suffering. You don't need the embassies like where there is nothing going on there. People just wake up, they bath, they come to Facebook and post rubbish, and then at the end of the month they get salary. What for? Close some of these embassies when you become a president next year, please. But what I want to emphasize, what I want to talk about today is seriously what has really happened in Zambia. Remember, those of you that think that Seer 1 is a joke, those of you that think that Seer 1 is a nobody, Seer 1 is this, those of you that I made a prophecy by the time I was advising Hakainde Hichilema what to do when he become president. When I was saying it, people thought I was joking. Everything was calm in Zambia. Everything was okay in Zambia. I said, no. I said, youths of Zambia will rise. When I said it, people didn't believe me. I said it again. Even tonight, I'm telling Edgar Lungu, if he doesn't take time, next year's election, even before next year, he will leave the seat. If he doesn't take time, believe me, mark my words somewhere. I said it before, many months ago. I said, youths of Zambia will rise. The truth is that when a poor man is looking for food and going to a rich man to ask for food, poor man is crying every day, give me food, there is no food. Crying every day, give me food, there is no food. The rich doesn't want to share the food with the poor. One day, there will be no food to eat. The poor person will eat the rich. Mark my word, this is a parable. Poor people are saying, give me food. You are not giving them food. Help me with food. You are not giving them food. Help me with food. You are not giving them food. One day, the poor people will eat the rich. That will be the only food that will remain. And they will eat the rich. Mark my word. Don't take people for granted. Don't take people for granted. Never you in your life take people for granted. Never. Don't take people for granted. People are suffering. People are crying in Zambia. Don't take them for granted. But I want to share with you what is happening. Many people don't know actually what is happening in Zambia. They are in Zambia. It's only when I started talking, when many people started following me, that they are beginning to see. Yesterday, I was driving back from where I was in Johannesburg. I was driving back, and a Nigerian brother called me. He's a very rich guy in the USA, and he has farms almost all over the world. And he called me. He said, Seer, I didn't know about you, but I was making a study about Zambia because I'm trying to go and invest in Zambia. I want to invest in agriculture. But I came across a video of you on YouTube talking about Zambia. Tell me about Zambia. Do you know what I told him? I swear, I told him, don't go and invest in Zambia. Especially if you are a black man. Don't make mistake to go and invest in Zambia under the leadership of Edgar Lungu. Because believe me, one day your investment does not have what is called protection. In every country in Africa, even here in South Africa, so long as you are here in South Africa legally, the government protects you. The government protects your investment. And even in Zambia, I entered in Zambia in the year 2009. 2009 late. I think it was in November or October. A family in Zambia invited me just to come and visit Zambia. When I arrived in Zambia, I felt, this country is a very good country. You know, I loved the country. I loved the culture. I loved the people. I was staying in South Africa. I relocated from South Africa. I went to Zambia and started staying in Zambia. Why did I stay in Zambia? Because it was peaceful. The type of work I do does not require noise. That is the reason why I'm not in Nigeria today. That is the only reason why I'm not in Nigeria. I don't like noise because of the work I do. Talking and interacting with the spirit requires a quiet place. It's not because of infrastructure. If you go to Nigeria today, even after this broadcast, take time and research about infrastructures in Nigeria, and you know that the whole of Africa, Nigeria is number one. Not even South Africa can be compared to Nigeria. But the reason why I didn't stay there is because it's a noisy environment. It's a hot environment. My work does not require me to be in a place that is very noisy. When I went to Zambia, I discovered that this place is very quiet. These people are so loving. These people are so great. These people are so nice. I started staying in Zambia. That was under the leadership of Rupiah Banda. Under the leadership of Rupiah Banda, I was in Zambia. I was criticizing Rupiah Banda like no man's business. I remember I could go to TBN, Dr. Pule's church and Dr. Pule's TV station. I was there criticizing life on TV, criticizing the leadership of Rupiah Banda. Rupiah Banda didn't do anything to me. He loved me. He embraced me. He never even cared about. He learned from the critics. Everything was okay. Everything I was doing in Zambia, I did it like Zambia was my home. Until Sata came and took over. Everything was going well under Sata's leadership. Foreigners had right. Foreigners had freedom. Which, you know, we felt the love. We felt that we were embraced in Zambia. Zambia took us like their brothers and their sisters. No one harassed us until Edgar Lungu took over. We were all supporting him. We are all working for him, not knowing that we are raising a young lion that will grow up and eat us. What did we do? Since Edgar Lungu took over, all the black foreigners in Zambia are being treated like idiots. Emmanuel Mamba was talking rubbish. She was talking nonsense. Why was I deported in Zambia? See what Zambian government is doing to black people. I want you to follow me very, very well. I want you to follow me very, very well. I'm not talking from something I don't know. Remember, anything I speak, I speak it with proof, with evidence. I don't just start talking. Everything was going well until Edgar Lungu took over. Since Edgar Lungu took over, black African in Zambia is not safe. If you are doubting me today, go to Lusaka, let police or army, let investigative wing go to Lusaka Dynamos. All the foreign players that are playing there, go there, Lusaka Dynamos Club. Foreign players, including a goalkeeper from Burundi, they don't pay them. And they took their passport. These black brothers are crying to say, okay, give us passport, let us go back to our country. Nobody wants to give them their passport. And they are complaining to me. Their messages are here. This thing never happened under any other president except Edgar Lungu. Edgar Lungu hates black Africans. He hates black people. He hates us. He hates us with, I don't know, he hates us with, go to Lusaka Dynamos Football Club. Go there, you will see that those children are crying. Believe me, as I'm talking to you now, maybe their case has reached fever. You don't want to pay them and you have taken their passport. Let them go. Let them go back to their countries. Because Edgar Lungu don't love black people. Edgar Lungu don't like black people. Under his leadership, everything has soured in Zambia. Lusaka Dynamos, go there. If you are watching me from Burundi, you must tell your government to do quick and take your player. Your goalkeeper is languishing in Zambia. They have taken his passport under the leadership of Edgar Lungu. Wicked man. Wicked man. Wicked leadership. You hate black person. You hate black person with all alacrity. If it's a black person, you make sure that he cries. What do we do for you? What did we do to you? What did we do to you? Let police go and investigate what I'm talking about. If tonight they will not hand them over their passport. They have taken their passports from DRC, from Rwanda, from Cameroon. Those guys are there. Lusaka Dynamos players. They have not paid them for months and they have seized their passport. These children are crying. Give us our passport, let us go. And they don't want to do it. Under the leadership of Edgar Lungu. Wicked man. What did we do to you as black people? How many Chinese have you treated the way you treat us black people in Zambia? I was deported from Zambia because I was called a Satanist. What is wrong for being a Satanist if that is what I've chosen? All those Chinese that are flocking into Zambia, how many of them are Christians? How many of them love Jesus? Why are you not deporting them? In your country, China is coming, sitting on your head and eating food. No one is doing anything about it. Nobody deport them. But if it's a black person, if it's a black woman, Edgar Lungu, your leadership is going to deport them. Okay, how about if Seer was deported because he's a Satanist? He was initiating people into Satanism. I don't think there's any country in the world that does not accept freedom of worship. I have freedom of worship. I can worship what I want. If I chose to worship Satan, I worship Satan. If I chose to worship Jesus, I worship Jesus. Anything I choose, you can never mistreat me because I'm worshiping Satan. And because I'm a black person. How many Chinese go to church every Sunday in your country? They don't go to church. They don't even have Jesus. They don't even know what Jesus looked like. But you chose to mistreat your African brother. There is a brother, a Nigerian man. His name is Timobi. Timobi even has a structure by one of the Zambian prison. He built the car park for you, thinking that he was doing the right thing. But as we are talking, that Timobi has been deported because he's a black person. What did he do? You Betenje was coming to your country. You arrested him and deported him back to UK. What did he do to you? Because he's a black person. When will you stop persecuting black? Edgar Lungu, you are a disgrace to Africa. You are a laughing stock in Africa. What did he do? What did you Betenje do to you? What did he do to you? Even if he's a false prophet, it's better than Chinese. It's better than white people. That one who is representing Bonke, flock, he come into Zambia and go back because he's a white person. Nobody question him. How about Bushiri, Shepherd Bushiri? What did the Bushiri do to you? What did he steal from you? Who appointed you to know who is a Satanist and who is not? What do you have to do with that? How about Bushiri? All these people are being victimized because they are not white or Chinese. If they are white, nobody will say anything. They will enter Zambia and go. How many white people are stealing animals from Zambia and living? Nobody's questioning them. Okay, let me forget about Prophet Bushiri and forget about Prophet Ubetende. Let me talk about this professor, well-respected professor in Kenya. Professor, is it Patrick Lumumba? Or what is his name? That guy is respected all over the world because of saying the truth. He was coming to Zambia. You block him from entering Zambia. What did he do to you? Because he's a black man. Your leadership is a useless leadership. Your leadership is a disgrace to Africa. Your leadership embrace white people, embrace Chinese than African people. Yes, that is who you are. You are a sellout. You are a disgrace. Your leadership is failed. It's a failed leadership. You cannot protect your brothers. You cannot protect black skin. If it's a white person, you will rush and protect them. Chinese is playing Zambia like football today. Chinese is using Zambia. Chinese is laughing at Zambia. I think even in their country, they use Zambia as toothpick. But you welcome them in Zambia. They are doing the way they behave the way they want, but you don't deport them. But you want to deport us. Whatever we invested in Zambia, whatever we made in Zambia, we lost it just like that. And you're talking about human rights. That's why I'm saying Emmanuel Mamba is an idiot. Do you know what it takes for somebody to leave his country for 8 good years and deported with nothing? Nothing. No single, nothing. I went. And you call yourself Christian. Useless president. I don't know what fear look like. You are hearing me today. I am saying you are useless. Sue me. You are useless. You are a useless human being. You are a disgrace to Africa. You are a disgrace to Africa. A big disgrace. A disappointment to Satan. In fact, a disappointment to PF. Even a disappointment to PF cadres. That's what you are. Believe me. Tell me. Unless you are a white person in Zambia, you're not safe. The way you are treating black people. Okay, this girl, Zondo Wabantu, was about to come to Zambia. You block him. Why did you block him? Because he doesn't wear panties. Useless. You that wear panties and rob the country, and somebody who doesn't wear. When God created us, who was wearing panties? Adam and Eve, who sewed their panties. Was it the will of God for us to wear clothes apart from the sin that Adam committed? What we are do to do with God? Because we are a Christian nation, then we are going to deport you. We cannot allow Zodoa to come because she's a black. If she's a white lady, if a white lady should come to Zambia today naked, she will be allowed, not because of anything, but because of the color. Useless leadership. Useless leadership. Leadership of fools. Leadership of illiterates. Leadership of cadres. Zonda was deported. People must know that Under the leadership of Edgar Lungu, there is no country in Africa that is more xenophobia than Zambia. Not the people of Zambia, but the leadership of Zambia is xenophobic. They don't love black people. If you're a black person going to that country to invest, they will deport you by the time your business grows. I swear. They will deport you. Under this leadership, don't go. Don't go. Don't go. You are busy stealing millions upon billions upon millions upon billions and storing it in other people's country. And you still call yourself a Christian nation. Christian for what? Christian, my foot. Idiotic Christian. That's rubbish. You are Christian. What type of Christian are you? What type of Christian are you? You hate your own black brothers and sisters. You hate Seer. You hate Angel. You hate Bushiri. You hate Patrice Lumumba because he's saying the truth. You hate anything black. You hate it. You don't want them to enter. How about the opposition leader of this country that was coming to Zambia? Was he not in the plane where he was sent back to his country? You abuse your power, not knowing that you are a sellout. You are a sellout. You are white people's colony. You are gone. Believe me, you are gone completely. You are gone. Believe me, you and all your bootlickers are useless. I swear, useless. When I say, what is the name of that at Ambassador Emmanuel? I know that you said I have defamed people, and police or the people must take action. This night I want to defame you. You are an idiot. I want you to take action first. Emmanuel, you are a fool. You are a fool. You are a fool. You are a foolest. You are a fool at 40. At your age, you are still licking boot of Edgar Lungu. You are still licking the boot of Edgar Lungu in Ethiopia. At your age, a whole you. The only job you can do is to welcome Tilifatale and escort him back. And you call yourself a human being. Who are you? Who are you to talk? You are a fool. I have now defamed you. Sue me. You are an idiot. Listen, Zambian people. You must know that this leadership has gone from bad to worse. They have a leadership that hates the people. People were telling me, sue them, sue them. I said, no, I'm not going to sue them. The suing I'm going to give to them is that they will not continue. They will leave that seat by fire, by force. Believe me. Let me tell you something now. You are a Zambian. Whether you are a cadre, whether you are not a cadre, whether you are a follower of CR1, whether you are not a follower of CR1, I want you to watch this video. I'm going to make the volume loud. I want you to watch this video. Watch it. Watch this video. I want to show you a video. I know many of you have seen this video, and many of you have not seen this video, but I want you to watch it. Listen to this lady.
Music plastic. Mfuna banga print hapa, mfuna banga print pa jumbo, pa mabana zileti mabanga. Mugamba ni kwa tusema banga print pa paper. So the issue to do with printing my borrowed papers, my borrowed papers, it's news. It was news. Of course, I saw it in social media. There was nothing of the sort would defeat in Abanga. My borrowed papers, anything to do with branding, anything you need to grow.
Hear this. Hear this.
If you DC brand crowd, we do.
Kunjaku.
Yes.
Zoga makamba kuchuluka. Pajakuka kwa mvula zoga makamba chimajuluka.
Zona.
Chifukwa anthu akunena kuti inyama imwalemera kwambiri. Mulinda la mazambiri. Bali kubambo wina mbomamu. Akuzokhala wandale, akuzokhala chief executive. Mbomamu bali wina amene akukupatsani chithumba cha ndalama. Mwaseka tu ama. Mwaseka amai.
I'm Zaboza. No, Zaboza. Bade mbamba wina samna mani basa chitumba.
Koma alipo mboma mwina amene mwina muyenda naye.
Ukaenda naye munjira yotani.
Iya, ndongo funsa.
Sina kuenda ndi munthu kulipo pangapo. Koma to cut the story short. Bible mundu nasamena mandi basa ndrama. Mboma mno. Ine ndrama yanga.
Palibe komu chali yense wa mkulu amene.
Palibiletu. Ndrama yanga ndima inkwira. Said earlier. Ndrama yi naitobwera nayo kuchoka ku Uganda. Mimi makhala bangi langa litata ninati ndibwere ku nyumba amati home space. Ndibwere kwathu ndikapanga invest kwathu. Maso ndrama yi osati ndapangira ku Uganda. Ndrama ndaipangira ku Zambia. Ndibwera nchino ndi Edgar Lungu.
Munabwera ndi Edgar Lungu.
Yes. Fund campaign ya 2016 ichi. Inayo ndapanga I think maybe close to 65% my campaign materials. Then tabeza kamene.
You're very connected, yeah?
To Seer.
Also you're connected with Bomako?
I'm connected as a person. Okay, mutu wa business umene ozizi wantu.
So kuno campaign ya bitai munachita nawo?
Sinachita nawo.
Kuyankha ngati wandale kana chifukwa akunena so kuti campaign ya bitai ku Bomako munachita supply katundu wambiri. Ndamene wakulemeretsa kwambiri.
No, of course napanga bid umasina pasidokera gali ko.
What about materials ngati ballot papers munachita bid?
Bwana nkhani yo pya rimene. Ballot papers awa kuti printed ndi muntu ngati. For your own information, ku company wanga we don't print paper. We deal with PVC printing. PVC it means plastic. Mfuna bange print hapa, mfuna bange print pa jumbo, pa mabana zimeti mapanga. Ku company kwa tusema banga print pa paper. So the issue to do with printing my ballot papers, my ballot papers matter. It's news. It was news. Of course, I saw it in social media. There was nothing of the sort would defeat in Abanga. My ballot papers.
Did you hear what this girl said? Did you hear the rubbish this girl from Malawi? Malawi is more like a... How do I... Malawi is like a province in Zambia. And this girl is boasting from Malawi. She's saying she got the contract of printing 60% of PF campaign material. 60%. This girl is boasting in Malawi there. Who is this girl? Edgar Lungu, when you are busy together with your cliques giving this contract to people, to a girl in Malawi, how about your cadres? Those people that sing praises to you, Edgar, you left them and decided to use a foreigner. This girl is rich. You can hear it from yourself. This girl is stinking rich. But your cadres are poor in Zambia. Edgar Lungu, why didn't you give that contract to Zambians if you love the use of Zambians? And the use of Zambians have reason to complain, and your minister is calling them useless. Edgar, and you are quiet. You cannot say anything about it. If you love the use of Zambia, why didn't you give them the contract? Why did you give it to this girl in Malawi? Why did you give Dorati this contract in Malawi? Look at Malawi. Look at a Malawian. Malawi is like a village in Zambia. Edgar Lungu decided to go and make a lady rich in Zambia, giving a contract. A contract of print. That girl is saying she's rich. She's a multi-millionaire. But you say you love Zambia. Why? Why did your government, why did your leadership, why did your party give that contract? How about those people that are singing for you? Why didn't you give that contract to Mampi? Why didn't you give that contract to Jake? Why didn't you give that contract to Willie? All those people that were licking your boot. All those your bootlickers, why didn't you give that contract to them? So that the money will be spent in Zambia. You hate people. You hate people. You don't love the people. You don't love the people. Look at that lady. That lady is making noise. That lady is making noise. She's even proud. She's even nyaka herself, saying, Edgar Lungu. That time you were doing campaign in 2016, you were a disgrace to Zambia. A big disgrace. This small thing that even your own PF cadre can do, you create job for them, you create money to them, you decided to go and give it to a Malawian. Are you okay? Eh? Are you okay? Eh? What is wrong with you, Edgar Lungu? That is why many of you, let me tell you something you don't know today. Let me tell you something. When you see a president in Africa always flying out of the country, anytime that president enters his plane and you wave bye-bye to them, you have waved bye-bye to billions leaving your country. I swear. Any president of Africa that loves traveling so much, anytime he enters that plane flying into another country, it's billions they are going to put there. They are removing billions. Those transactions are not done in the bank. When they are entering their jet, nobody's checking it. They pack billions there and stock it outside the country so that when they leave the power, they will never suffer. Those of you that will suffer are the cadres. Cadres, you that is praising them, you will suffer. Bootlickers, you will suffer. You will continue licking boot. While you are kings, Malembe. While you are licking the boot of Bowman Lusambo and Edgar Lungu, together with JK and your fellow choir leaders and choir members in PF, while you are licking their boot, they are busy making just a nobody in Malawi. Dorati, they are making her a millionaire. They are making her a millionaire. Continue singing. Edgar Lungu is a humble. Zambia is a Christian nation. Continue singing. You will die poor. They don't care about you. They don't bloody care about you. You can sing from today to Jerusalem. They will be dancing with you, but they are busy making ordinary idiots. They are making them billionaires outside the country. That guy is asking, where did you get all this money? People are saying, you see, he said, no. I made it during Edgar Lungu's campaign in 2016. If she could make those millions, tell me, as a Zambian, how many millionaires are going to be raised in Zambia? Edgar Lungu cannot do it. Edgar Lungu he prefer to go and make other people millionaire, and these cadres are suffering. Tell me one PF cadre that is doing well. Forget about those borrowed cars and those borrowed suits. Those what is the name of this one? Mike. What is the name of this guy who always been looking for my attention? Max Chungu. Forget about him. Don't have nothing. They just give you 200. You go and buy Mbozi and buy beer and drink and come and post rubbish on Facebook. They don't have nothing. All PF cadres are poor. How about this one that was threatening me? They sent to come and shoot me. What is his name? Patrick, the one my boys have even located him. They nearly took him, but he don't have anything. Just a one Ford pickup. They saw him, even his picture. I have it here now. They would have taken him immediately. I said, look at this idiot was going to die for Edgar Lungu that doesn't care. That doesn't care. Just a white van Ford. That's what he was using to make noise, to say, I'm going to arrange your boys to go and shoot Seer one with a Ford Ranger. My boys went there in Cack Street and all his movement, everything about him. I just look at it, I said, this one was going to die for nothing. Edgar Lungu don't care. He doesn't care about you. If the guy cares about Zambia, today Bowman Lusambo was going to be fired. I'm telling you. If Edgar really cared about Zambia, today Bowman Lusambo will never be a minister. Today, the minister of a local government was not going to be a minister. Today, How many of them are crooks? Eh? How many of them are crooks? Eh? Just because ACs mentioned that we are doing investigation, Chilufia Chitalu is sick. He has COVID. Darasilia has COVID. And they were working with hundreds of people. And even before their COVID was announced, there was a ministerial meeting of all the whole people, hundreds of people, only Chilufia Chitalu. And the Darasilia is sick. You are playing with Zambian people. You are playing with their mentality. I thank God Zambian people have woken up. They are no longer sleeping. Continue. You are cooking a boiling water. And that boiling water you are boiling, they will pour it on you. I'm telling you, they will pour that water on you. I swear. They will pour that water on you. I'm telling you. You see that water you are cooking, the way you are treating Zambian people, you are making them look like they are fools. Believe me, that thing you are boiling, they will pour it on you. Time is coming. The youths of Zambia have risen. They have realized that we have been dealing with thieves. We have been dealing with thieves. I told you before. I said it before. How come Edgar, people of Zambia, on my WhatsApp phone here, 90% are Zambian youths. They are crying. They are saying, see, we are looking for a job. There is no job in Zambia. Edgar Lungu and his campaign team decided to award contract of millions to a Malawian. For what reason? They don't care. They don't care about Zambian people. If they care about Zambian people, they cannot do that rubbish. That contract, what is printing of material that cannot be printed in Zambia? Even if not printed in Zambia, why not give it to the youth? Let them go and print it in China, so that the money is circulating in Zambia. Do you know the reason why Zambia is failing to pay their debt? I was saying it a long time ago. Because all the money is stolen. And it's not stolen and kept in Zambia. It's stolen and taken abroad. That is why you've been debt. That is why every Zambian that is reasoning today must wake up and go and register to vote next year. If not, believe me, if not, if you allow them, next year there will be not Zimbabwe. Zambians will run to Zimbabwe to look for shelter. Mark my word. I'm telling you. What is it that is in Zambia now? What is it that is in Zambia? Everything is finished. There is nothing like local empowerment. Come to South Africa. Young girls and young boys, everyone is driving an expensive car because the government is empowering them. Government is giving them money. Government is giving them contract. Why can't that be done in Zambia? Even if you don't like Nigeria, go to Nigeria, it's the same thing. All investment is Nigeria. When you say Nigerian driving a car, it's his own. It's not by paying off loan. It's straight by cash. Google. But what is wrong with Zambia? What is wrong with Edgar Lungu? Edgar Lungu took over leadership when everything was okay in Zambia. Everything was okay in Zambia. Everything was perfect in Zambia. By then, if you had 100 rand, 100 kwacha, you would buy food and eat food. But today, what is happening? What is happening in Zambia? Does 100 rand have value again? The money that Satari based is now flying. Today, kwacha, I used to brag to people when people say, you went to that useless country, that small country. I told them, no. The currency of Zambia is very strong. Do you know kwacha? When they Google it against dollar, they say, that country is so rich. Today, it has lost value. Ordinary, the rand that today, when somebody talk about Zambian kwacha, compare it with rand, you will cry. Because of lack of leadership. Because of lack of leadership. Because of useless leadership. Leadership of corrupt people. Only stealing and stealing and stealing and stealing and sending it abroad. They don't care. That's why I feel sorry for Edgar Lungu. I feel sorry for you. You see the Seer, Bowman Lusambo, and all these people that leak your boot, all these boot leakers of yours, they will run away. Once HH is declared president, they will leave the country. You will answer the question alone. I swear. Because you have failed to listen to people. People are telling you, fire Lusambo, fire Lusambo. Open the bar, open the bar. Let Zambian have food to eat. That bar you close is Zambian bars. Foreign bars I saw from other things. They are open. The people you are punishing are your people. The people you're supposed to care for. Open the bars for them. You can't. Fire Lusambo. You can't. Fire Labour Minister. You can't. Fire local government minister. You can't. You have closed your ears. You think you are wise. You are not wiser than Rupia Banda. Rupia Banda is an intellectual. But he was defeated. There were people like Seer was telling him that there is no change coming. And he believed them. And the day he cried alone. Seer was hiding. Next year, you will cry alone. Bowman Lusambo will not be there. He will run away. Because of the way he has injured people. Because of the way he has really injured the people of Zambia. Believe me, by the time election victory is declared, he will run away. You will be alone. You will cry alone. Fire them now. I'm telling you. Start making peace with the people of Zambia now. Because you have really let them down. Zambians are living in fear. Zambians, look at you, Edgar. I love the youths. I want to promote the youth. I love the youth. You carry the money that you are supposed to put in Zambia and give it to a Malawian. Who is she? Who is she to win tender in Zambia? Who is she? How many companies do you have there? Even you are a cadre. If you are watching this video, share it. Edgar Lungu's cadres must see this. They must see that they are praising Edgar Lungu for nothing. If you are watching this, share it until his cadres see that it doesn't mean well for them. He's a greedy man. The only people that are benefiting from PF are people who are close to him. Even the cadres that fight for him, even those who make noise here on Facebook, we know them. They don't have nothing. Absolutely nothing. If you rush them, they will not vomit anything for you. That's why you must share this video. Let his cadre see that it doesn't mean. If he mean well to them, he can never in his life give a contract to a Malawian. They are not contractors in Zambia. And that girl is making noise in Malawi. I got my riches. I got my millions. When Edgar Lungu, I did the campaign material. 65% of campaign material done by Malawians. Where are Zambian youths? There is no job in Zambia. Youths are crying. They are sending me messages every day. They are crying every day. They are saying, Seer, pray for us to get a job. How am I going to pray for you? There is no provision for job for you in Zambia. Your president prefer to give it to outsiders. That's why all the contract in Zambia is going to Chinese. Who is a Zambian? Even the cadres. Even the kings. I was watching Kings. When he did this video where he was encouraging the president not to give the mine to foreigners, I clapped for him. I thought maybe this one, Godfather has removed him from but. Bowman Lusambo came. Bowman, ordinary Bowman. Bowman is not even a minister. Bowman is a half minister, provincial minister. Minister without portfolio. Bowman Lusambo came and buried Kings and say, yeah, apologize before 24 hours. Kings, not even 24 hours, not even 30 minutes. You were quicker than weak erection. You are quicker than premature ejaculation. Even before Bowman finished talking, you have already, Mommy and Daddy. Edgar Lungu, Zambia is a Christian nation. Edgar Lungu is a humble leader. Edgar. Leader. He humbled you within few seconds. I remember a few months ago, I told you that Kings is gone. His career is dead. Godfather has taken over. His music can only end on Edgar Lungu's page. It will not go anywhere. Someone said, is this life? Yes, this is life. Boutlika, son of the house. Cry, cry, baby. You want to see your mommy. Shame. What? 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 Me, when I told you, once somebody fight me, that person is gone. Once somebody mess up with me, if you're alive, you'll be useless. Of all the whole artists mentioned by Bowman Lusambo, that half minister, is not even a full minister. Just that small thing. you just that small thing. Just that small thing. Before you could even finish, you went. And they said, I apologize for mommy and daddy. Daddy and mommy did not ask you for apology. It was one idiot that asked you for apology. And my pain is that few months ago, you were challenging me. You were calling me all sorts of names. You were saying, Siawan is a nobody. Siawan is this. Siawan don't have money. This is my Range Rover that you are driving. Ask Cindy. Old Range Rover. Ask Cindy. Cindy will tell you. She will tell you about it. Siawan is this. That is why it's not every man that you see in trouser. It's not everything you see in trouser that you call a man. Believe me. It's not every man. It's not everything you see in trouser that when you see somebody say, oh, no, wait. By talking, you don't know a man. It's by action. Let me tell you this, Kings. In generation to come in Zambia, you are useless. You are useless. Especially this action you did. Believe me, Kings, start buying bra because you are a woman. Even women are now more. I've seen somebody like Alice Musukwa fighting for Zambia. I've seen somebody like what is her name? Mampi fighting for Zambia. You as a man that's supposed to stand in front was the first person to kneel down and say, Mama and Dad, I apologize. What nonsense? Apology for what? What did you do? You told him what is right because Zambian people are agitated. Everyone is agitated. People were clapping for you, thinking that you have come back to your senses, not knowing that you are a premature ejaculation. Even before you remove your trouser, you're already finished. And you call yourself a man. Look at Chela. Look at Chela. Look at Biflo. They said, we will not bow. Imagine if Kings was was Kenneth Kaunda, those people that were fighting white people. He was going to bow for them. So I apologize, white people, you can continue ruling us because Jesus says it's better to live in peace than to fight. Imagine if King was part of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Even before the king give decree, he will say, no, I bow to you. Daniel in the Bible was about to be thrown into the den of lion. Kings, if you think that Edgar Lungu is not corrupt, if today you think that Edgar Lungu is not corrupt, how did Edgar Lungu manage to allow a company to build ordinary toll gate for $5 million US? $5 million US, a toll gate. a toll gate that will not cost more than 200,000 US dollars. Edgar Lungu allowed a company to build it for 5 million US dollars. And now there is gold. Zambia needs to set up a gold plant. How much does it cost to set up a gold plant? 2.5 million US dollars. It is done. Edgar Lungu is failing in his country to set up that gold and make it a national company. What happened? They have gone to Sudan to source for a company that will be giving them kickback. While they are becoming rich, you bootlickers are becoming poor and poorer. They don't care. They don't care about you, not even a bit. Those guys don't even know that you exist. I have access to State House. Which State House? Kings was telling people. Kings is all over radio. Kings is all over Facebook. I have access to State House. I am son of the house. Which State House? Edgar Lungu, I know, is corrupt. Edgar Lungu, I know, is down. But Edgar Lungu is wise. He can never allow somebody like King to State House. To do what? That guy is wise. That guy, you see, that Edgar Lungu, that guy is a slow, is a lion. He can't allow it. He can't. If you had access, why did you go to Facebook to voice out your opinion? You don't have access. Edgar can. You and State House has not. Stop deceiving people. I've seen people, but you have access to State House. I say, yes, I have access. Access where? Edgar Lungu is not that stupid to allow you in State House. You are a bootlicker, and that is what you will be until you die. Apart from that, there is nothing. Your music career is dead. I've cased it. Let me see how far you go. Your music, the highest your music will go is President Lungu's Facebook page. That is where it will be. It will die. You can't go anywhere. People are, I have access to State House. Which State House? You think Edgar Lungu is that stupid? You, Kings, you are a traitor. You know, you want me to talk. I didn't want to talk about you, but remember I told you that time, don't provoke me. You are a traitor. You are the one that can carry the secret of president and go and throw it outside because you talk like a baby. Because of your pomposity, because of your pride, you think Edgar Lungu can trust you. You think Edgar Lungu is that stupid. He's wise. The only problem I have with him is corruption. As for wisdom, he has it. He knows the type of people he brings close to him. It's not somebody like, I have access to State House. Where is the State House? If you have access, why didn't you call him and tell him? You went on Facebook. Even on your Facebook video, those of you that are watching me, look for that video and watch it again. You will see. He was saying, those of you that has access to him, you must talk to him. King was saying it in that video. And today, I have access. That's why I apologize. You apologize because you are a premature ejaculation. You are not a man. If you are a man, you will not apologize because you said the right thing. You did the right thing. You should have stood strong like Chela. You should have stood strong like Biflo. Today, everywhere is talking about Chela. Biflo. Why? Because they decided to be brave. They decided to be brave. I encourage that is watching this video, decide to be brave. Don't be a coward. Don't learn from Kings. That one, even if you see that guy, he's singing gospel music. Let Satan just appear and say apologize. You apologize to Satan. I swear. Let a church form government tomorrow. You will see him singing for a church, jumping up and down for a church. Such a person is not a person. It's not your role model. Your role model must be Chela. Your role model must be Biflo. You stand and say, I will not apologize when I didn't do the wrong thing. Every Zambian, every youth in Zambia, that must be your role model. Don't be weak. Don't be weak. Don't be like, what is the name of this one? Don't be like kings and even most of the artists that you call artists in Zambia, they just came out to condemn the act because everybody have condemned it. If not, deep down their heart, they are cadres, they are cowards. Power belongs to the youths. Power belongs to you. Don't allow anybody to intimidate you. Don't allow anybody to intimidate you. PF is a political party. It's not Zambia. Zambia belongs to you. Zambia belongs to the people of Zambia. Don't stop okay, Edgar Lungu, you want to go and contest election next year. What do you want? Because now there is no money in Zambia. You are now contracting a French company to come and tell you how to service your loan. When you were getting the money, you didn't know what you want to do with the money. You didn't know what to do with the money. You got the money and did what with it. Now you don't have the money. Now you still have to pay for people to come and tell you how to service your loan. They were not there when you borrowed. How are they going to advise you how to use it? Zambians, wake up. They don't love you. If they love you today, the president was going to address the nation and fire Lusambo for threatening freedom of speech. That's why many of them are even idiots. When I go and arrest Seer one. Go and arrest Seer one. Arrest Seer one for what? For speaking. Arrest Seer one for speaking. Go and arrest Chela. We are going to arrest Chela. Arrest Chela for what? For speaking. Do you understand freedom of speech? Zambia, you have been so intimidated that you don't even know your right. It's only now that many of you are beginning to wake up to take over your country from corrupt criminals. Many of you are beginning to wake up now. No one will arrest you for speaking out. Next year, make sure you vote. I've said it before. I have seen the type of voting that will take place in Zambia next year. It has never happened in the history of Zambia. People will vote. As early as 4 a.m., polling booth will be filled up like this. I swear. People will vote because people are tired of being robbed by few people. Few individuals, few people are getting rich and rich. Their rich has even extended to Malawi, making Malawians rich. And you think Malawi will respect you tomorrow? If Malawi is on TV saying, I made millions from Edgar Lungu campaign in 2026, how is Malawi going to respect Zambia? Are you still going to have the mouth to say Malawi is just a village? No. If it's a village, your president will not leave your town to go and look for foreigner. And sometimes, foreign, everything in Zambia is all about foreign. ZNBC is foreign. Who is controlling it? Zesco, foreign. Who is controlling it? Everything in Zambia is foreign. Because the government want to empower the foreign. Look at Chinese today. I was watching a video where some officials went to interrogate a Chinese woman. She was so arrogant. In Africa, Chinese was so arrogant. In Africa. It doesn't happen in any other country, please. Here in South Africa, Chinese respect themselves. In any other country, they respect themselves. In Nigeria, they are being escorted with guns. Because every Nigerian don't joke. They'll beat you. They'll beat you until you know that Africa belongs to Africa. You don't take rubbish. Zambia has become the first country in Africa to be taken over by Chinese. Zambia, first country in Africa to be taken over by Chinese. Such rubbish will not, even in Kenya, you will be deported. Rubbish. What are you talking about? A Chinese just flew from China to come to Zambia to open a barber shop. And you say it's investment. What rubbish investment? When I came here in South Africa, I asked for permit. They said, what type of job do you want to do? I said, I am a pastor. I want to do the work of pastor. They said, we will not give you a work permit. Because the job that you can do here in South Africa, we have our people that can do it. South Africa, they refuse. And they gave me what is called voluntary permit until I decided to bring down business here. That's when the permit changed. Somebody flew from China to come and open a barber shop in Lusaka, and you clap for him, you call it investment. How many youths are loitering up and down? Youths are going up, youths are moving up and down. Youths are going from here to here. They don't have job to do. And the Chinese flew from Zambia to come and take the job of barbershop. What type of rubbish is that? If Sata was alive, if Sata was alive, was that going to happen? Was that going to happen? That rubbish was not going to happen. That stupidity was not going to happen. Many of you that are now making noise in PF would have been in prison by now. Sata don't take rubbish. Yes, Sata worked with Chinese, but Chinese respected Zambians. Chinese feared Zambians. When Sata was campaigning, he said, I'm going to chase all the Chinese. When he took over, Chinese came and apologized. And he gave them rules and regulations and told them, you cannot cross this boundary. Today, China has liberty in Zambia to do whatever they want, to make Zambian slaves. And you are talking, what rubbish are you talking about? What nonsense are you talking about? What humble are you talking about? Edgar Lungu must take charge. He must take charge of his leadership. Believe me. He must take charge of his leadership. Things are bad. When you see, you are playing with the youths. I saw Bowman Lusambo calling agitated youths. Youths that have been looking for job, going up and down, looking for job. They can't find a job. They are frustrated. And you have the right to come with that your tummy like you are pregnant for 100 years. What is stuck there is people's money. People's millions are there in your tummy. You carry it and say, it's useless youth. Stupid youth. Bowman. Hey. Have you asked a question? Where is, what is the name of that Rupia Banda's son? What is his name? That one who was like this. You are calling youths disgruntled. Youths that are voicing out. Youths that are voicing out. You are insulting them. Just because they don't have the same privilege you have. Doing nothing and getting paid. These youths are suffering. Every morning they wake up, they put the same suit, going from one office to office. You are not giving them employment. They are frustrated and you are still insulting them. You are an idiot, my brother. Believe me, you are a fool. A fool at 40 is a fool forever. That's what you are. To call the youths that are telling you that things are not okay. The youths already agitated, youths already crying, they are tired. How about the musicians? There is no food. I said it before. Those guys don't have anything. They are agitated. Now they spoke. You say you are useless. You are disgruntled. Who even taught you that grammar first? Because I know that you are illiterate. You can't even pronounce COVID. You can't pronounce hand sanitizer. Who taught you that word? That word is too big for you. And the person that taught you that word has made a very big mistake. You are not supposed to use it. Who taught you that stupid you are disgruntled youth? When did you learn grammar? Who taught you that rubbish? Did you even search the meaning before you spoke? You're already frustrated and you want to open their wound with your rubbish grammar, a grammar that you don't know the meaning. A grammar that you don't know the meaning. You call them disgruntled. You. Who taught you? Because you are an illiterate, you don't know nothing. Even how can a minister say a president cannot take advice from the citizen? A president cannot take advice from the citizen. Who told you? Who told you that a citizen does not have the right to advise the president? Who told you, poor man? Who told you? Don't you know that a president is a servant to the citizen? A president is supposed to open his ear and hear from the citizen what they want. And the thing is that Edgar Lungu is a wise guy, he's corrupt. That one is 100%. There is nothing to talk about that one. It can take me to court if you want. If it's not corrupt, who is the owner of the 48 houses? Tell us. It's in your leadership. How on earth did you allow people to buy fire truck for $1 million US each in your leadership? And you're not corrupt. Anybody who say you're not corrupt is mad. And Zambian people, you also forget easily. Everyone is talking about gold mine, gold mine. Don't give it to foreign. Don't give it to. You've forgotten that there were people who were mining in that gold and they were arrested. Where are they now? Where is that case? That case is about to vanish. In fact, that case of those guys have vanished. You have forgotten about it. If Edgar Lungu is not corrupt, let those people be put in jail for stealing gold, for doing illegal mining. Our president is not corrupt. It's just the people around him. Who told you? Who told you? If he's a president, if he's in charge of the nation, president is in charge of the nation. Chinese are making roads. You will spend millions upon millions of dollars making road. It's not even up to 2 years. Those roads are spoiled. Those roads are being patched. I was in Zambia for complete 8 years. The road that Kenneth Kaunda made many years ago are still functioning today. And Chinese come and receive billions upon billions of kwacha, of dollars, and make road. And that road is already spoiled. They are patching the road now. And you say it's not corrupt. What are you talking about? How much is that road? How much are they costing? Compare it to other countries. Compare it to South Africa. You will know. If the president is in charge, the president can just wake up and say, hello, ACC, find the owners of those houses. They will find it immediately. He's sitting on it. If he's not corrupt, somebody like Bowman Lusambo can never be a minister today. If Edgar Lungu is not corrupt, somebody like Dorasilia, Siliti, like Sata call her, Siliti cannot be a minister. It's not possible. That woman was already in Michael Chilufesata's list of people that were going to be snoring in jail. What is she doing in PF? Bowman Lusambo. Rupia Banda, I today I just want to say sorry for speaking against you. You are a good man. You are a better man. You are better. I thought when I was in Zambia, I was always speaking against you. My clips is there on TBN. Now today I apologize. You are a good man. Bowman Lusambo was in MMD for years doing oh yes. That's what he was doing. Rupia Banda didn't appoint him. Not even ordinary ward chairman. Not even a councillor. Because Rupia Banda understood that this one is a bootlicker. He belonged to Kada. Immediately, Edgar Lungu took over. He made him a minister. Look at the person you made a minister. Look at him insulting the youths. You think that you are wiser than Rupia Banda who ignored him completely. Look at what is happening. Oh, people of Zambia, I thank God that you have waken up. Please don't go back to sleep. 2021 is already here. People are saying what happened in 2016 will happen in 2000 and next year. My brother, we are now in a digital age. All these videos we are making, whatever is happening in Zambia, the whole world is seeing it. There is over 7,000 people that are watching this video. You know how many families this video is penetrating? Chela will go live, thousands will watch. Lily will go live, thousands will watch. Biflo will go live. People are talking from all over the country. You know how many millions of people that are being injured? They are just waiting. If you think that PF, even with, I said it, even if this campaign that is taking place, this campaign that will take place, what HH must do is just to go out and greet the people. The youth will do the campaign themselves. I'm telling you, touching the youth is a explosion. Things have changed. Now, we are now in what is called digital era. Election is being won on Facebook. And it was on Facebook that Zambian youths all over the nation are agitated and condemning what PF is doing. Don't be very, very careful. Humble leader. Anyway, pack your bag. Let me take your questions now. Give me your questions. Why are you not talking about Tayali? The truth is that I am a big person. Please, respect me for being a Jagaban. I'm respected all over the world. That is why this is a very new page, a brand new page. But you can see how many people that are watching it. Not even your president can get to this level. I am a respected person. So I cannot come and talk about Tayali or any other individual. No, I talk about the government. I talk about the government. I don't come and talk about individual. You must say, all of you, let me tell you something. You must say, you see, you are watching me here. You are watching me because you know that I'm fighting for you. And everything I'm saying here is true. And everything I'm saying here is for your own good. You are watching me. If you realize that what I'm saying does not make sense, stop watching me. If what Chilifata is doing, you can see that there is no sense in it. Unlike his page, leave him. People don't realize that there is no advertisement that is bad advertisement. There is no publicity that is bad publicity. If Chilifata is talking about HH every day, let him talk. It's okay. It's also good for HH. Because even people who don't know HH will say, who is this HH? Who is this HH? They will start searching for HH. They will find HH. They will say, oh, they were saying bad thing about this man. But this man is not bad, by the way. Personally, I never loved HH. I hated him. HH was my number one enemy, even if I never met him. I didn't want to have anything to do with him. Because when people started talking, HH, this time I said, who is this guy? When I started studying him, a man who single-handedly became the richest person in Zambia because of his businesses. This guy, it means he has brain. If this guy can single-handedly become the richest person in Zambia, he can as well single-handedly with his sense of economy make Zambia the greatest country in Africa, because Uganda is doing it, because Zambia is blessed by natural resources. Zambia is the 5th richest country in Africa. HH can make Zambia great. People were talking so much bad thing about him. I started following him, and when I started following him, I discovered that he has something upstairs. When they said HH sold the mine, even if HH sold the mine, when was it? When was the mine sold? He was not the president by then. Even if he got a share, for example, they called him to evaluate the mine. He's an evaluator. If he evaluated the mine, he's an evaluator. And they gave him small money as an evaluator. If he sold the mine and the belt with that mine, that's small money he received. If he received, I'm not saying he received. If he received and managed to develop himself from that little money that he got and become the richest man in Zambia, can't you clap your hand for him? How about the president that got the lion's share? Where is Chiluba? Where is Chiluba's billions? It means a church is responsible. And if he's responsible, it means he must be given an opportunity to rule Zambia, because he will make Zambia great. If he managed to build his wealth, he can build Zambians' wealth. I started studying him like this because people were talking about him. I said, even if this guy stole, even if this guy HH sold the mine, he was not the president. There are people that got bigger share. Where is their wealth? But this guy, if he got something, it must be a small thing. From what he got, he has built and become the richest person in Zambia. This one alone only this one qualify him to become the president. That's why I started liking him. That's why I started asking God, can I support this man? What are you saying about this? God study him. I study him. I know now that he's a good person. So people like Chilufiatali is needed. You need him. Don't criticize him. If you don't love his video, if you don't love his videos, if you don't love what he's saying, unlike his page, or if he posts something, ignore it. If he's live, ignore it. If you want to watch it. But whatever he's saying is okay. There is somebody like Chanda Chimba. When we are working with Sata, Chanda Chimba was not even on Facebook. Chanda Chimba was speaking on ZNBC. Chanda Chimba was trying to convince the whole nation of Zambia that Michael Chilufya was a Satanist. Chanda Chimba did a lot of work. Chilufya is only on Facebook, speaking to few people. How many people listen to him? How many people follow him? Few people, compared to the millions that were listening to Chanda Chimba. But even after that, Sata became the president. So people like Tayali must just leave him. Let him continue what he's doing. It's good for a church. Let him continue. That thing is called free advert. Let him continue talking about a church. Don't fight him. Leave him. Let him write everything. Let him speak about it. It is bad. It is Satan. It is stingy. You need a stingy president. Not a president that will carry your million and give to a lady in Malawi to do campaign material. No. You need stingy president will actually make you to safeguard your resources. A president, his hand is open like this, will grab. Now, that's why you don't have money. That's why you don't have money. So leave Chilufya, leave him. Let him continue with what he's writing about HH. Those things are very good. Believe me, the way people see HH today is no longer the way people see him. People are seeing him as a different man. People who used to fear him, people who used to see him as wicked, they are no longer seeing him as wicked. So the more he talk, the more he become popular. So don't worry about Tayali. Let him continue doing what he's doing. Next year, we shall see. During MMD, there was intellectuals like Mulunguti. There was intellectuals like Magande. Intellectuals like Ronnie Shikapwasha. Intellectuals. There were so many. MMD was filled with intellectuals. They were all there. And they were telling Rupia Bana to say, no, you have already won this election. What happened? If Sata managed to defeat intellectuals, who is in PF, there is a thing that is going on, circulating around the media now. Their education qualification. Those people are nothing. There is not even one single intellectual there. So who are they? They are already gone. They are defeated. So forget about it. Don't worry. Keep calm. Let them continue encouraging Edgar Lungu. It happened. It even happened during Rupia Banda's time. Ask me your question. Let me answer your question. You are right, my brother Siawan. Biano, God bless you. Make Zambia great. Zambia will rise again. Foreigners will not come and dominate Zambia again. We already reported this page. It's not necessary. Even a church needs that page. He must continue talking about HH so that HH can be more popular. There are people who don't know HH. They must know him through Chilufya Tayali. There are many of you who didn't know Seer. It was only when news came, Seer is a Satanist, Seer this, Seer that. Many of you knew me now and knew what I believe. And many of you are following me now. You didn't know me. You heard so many bad things about me. The people that died, you didn't even know why they were killed and what. Today you are following me here. It's a bad news, bad publicity that actually works very, very well. So lift it. Don't report the page. It's advertising our value, of course. Every reasoning Zambia, every Zambian that is reasoning today Whether you are a Tonga, whether you are a Bemba, whether you are a Lozi, whether you are this, whether you are that, no matter who you are, every Zambian that is reasoning well now is only waiting for next year. The election will be too hot. I wouldn't say anything. Bali 2021, of course. Thank you so much for opening our eyes by getting back your rings. Of course, the time I took my things from them, who is listening to them again? Everything is open like this. Wow, we can see. Woo! Love the way you articulate issue. God bless you, Cleopatra. Call him some at Bali. Bali. Lily Mutanzi, yes, God bless. Seer, I'm your fan. God bless you. Wow. I don't have fan here. I have Jagabans. Everyone that follow me is a Jagaban. So you are a Jagaban. But we still love Sata. Of course, Sata is love up to now. If not where he is in the spirit, he's just looking at his party being destroyed by some people. Sure. I don't vote, but next year I'm voting forward forever. Of course. No, it's not only you. I receive messages. I'm telling you, messages from the people they call stronghold of PF. Next year will shock everybody. There is no stronghold this time. People now want to vote against corruption, not against tribe. Mark it somewhere. I have already decided. Of course, you are a great leader for you. Thank you so much. And you are a warrior. True, the way I used to criticize HH, look at me now. I'm his #1 defender. Proud, Mushimba. Of course, usually we even me. There is no one that hated HH more than me. Forget, we did a lot. But thank God that everything is okay. Usually, the person that saved the nation does not come from anywhere else apart from Nazareth. That's why when they told Nathanael that Jesus has come from Nazareth, Nathanael said, can anything good come from Nazareth? PF for nothing. Seer is our voice. Of course, I'm here to speak for you. I'm here to protect you. And if you are a true Zambian, please, there is a revolution, a movement that is about to take place in Zambia. Support it. Support the youths. By all means, support the youths. Support the youth. And the youth, don't allow yourself to be bribed. I know many of them are calling you now. They are calling you now from here and there. I'm sorry, we are sorry. Sorry for nothing. They just want to use you. Those people don't care about you. If they care about you, they will never go and give your contract to a Malawian. They don't care. They don't care about you. So whatever they will tell you now, don't believe. They must go. And you must, Chela has printed a t-shirt, I love it. Every true Zambian must join that movement to go around the country, get that t-shirt, purchase that t-shirt, support that movement, go around the country, educate the youth to register and vote next year. It's not a crime. Sensitization is not a crime. Join that young man. Join that young man. Join him. Go and, after the thing, go to his page, request for that t-shirt, join him. Usually, out of stupidity, something great is born. You can see him as somebody who, I even saw people posting his picture of when he was naked, his picture. No, everyone had a past. No one is born a saint. Even me, I'm not a saint. Up to today, I sin. I do many bad things. Many people know me. Up to today, I am a leader of a very, I don't want to say it, but I'm not up to today. I'm not holy. I do so many dangerous things. So you can never judge a person by his background. All of us have past. I see people digging out his picture with one lady, that. Come on. We were all bad. We were all useless. But when we decide to change, people must support the change. So I can see that Chela has really changed. The Chela we need to know as a photographer or a cameraman like that idiotic fool was calling him. It's no longer the Chela today. So let's support that movement. And let's support B-Flow. And let's support any other artist. Let's support Lily. Let's support them. Let's support them. Let them go around the country and sensitize the youth. Let the youth start getting their voters registration ready. Next year is come and tell me you are a very patriotic African. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you, Seer One. We'll vote Bali, definitely. Thank you. The truth has surely come out. Thank you. That's right. So even those people who say we are planning to assassinate Seer One, I am in Limpopo. Ask anybody where is Seer One. They will bring you to where I am. But I can assure you, you will come, but you will leave your head here and go with your leg. I don't. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Forget that story, please. Oh yes, Seer One, speak. Join Chelan B-Flow. All the youths must support them. All the youths must join them. Enough is enough. These people don't care about anyone. They don't care. What they care is just looting and sending outside the country, looting and sending outside the country, looting and sending outside the country. I said it as I conclude. If you see an African president who does not sit down on his desk, is always flying outside the country. Anytime that president enters in the plane and you say bye-bye to him, it's your billions that is leaving the country illegally. You don't know this thing. We'll talk next year, not now. We are coming. Prepare. A president who say, I'm going to Dubai. I'm going to this place. I'm going to this place. Anytime that president enters inside the plane and move, billions are stuck in that plane. It has left your country. African presidents, we know them. That's why you see that president in Tanzania. That is the only president who doesn't move up and down because he doesn't care about stealing. He's not stealing from the people. The rest of them that even bought new jet so that the movement and the space for parking the money will be enough. That money will eat it in prison. I have learned a lot. God bless you. Thank you. Do as I say, power is no longer working there. I said it when I removed it. I said from now going on, watch what is going to be happening in Zambia. Everything I say, is it not happening? The confusion I said, is it not everywhere? What is happening today? Don't joke with supernatural power. Zambia is tired of PF. Of course, everyone, not only Zambia. In the diaspora, even today, I can assure you today, the group, Google it, ask anybody in USA, the group that was called PF, the Americans in PF for Americans or Zambians in America for PF, that group today has been changed. They no longer want PF. They have changed it to politics in Zambia. They have changed it. The politics of Zambians in America. Something like this. Everyone is tired from all over the world. There are many Zambians outside the country that don't even have money to get on a plane to go back to their country. And the president decided to go and give millions, and his group decided to go and give millions to a Malawian lady. That lady said it herself. I am not the one who said it. She said, I became rich, I became a millionaire because of that contract. Her name is Derati. Derati, if you know that name, write it here so that people go and search her. Look, even the way she dressed, I know that PF people, them and skate is 5 and 6. Anything in skate, 5 and 6. Anything is skate, they follow it like this. Nonsense people. Even the gassing. Edgar Lungu, you are not corrupt, you are not corrupt, you are humble man. Who is behind the gassing? Those people who were digging gold before they were exposed, where are they? Where are the goats? It's quiet. You think Zambian people are fools? You think you can fool them by coming to your page and post prayer and post rubbish? No, time has gone. It's no longer the same. Thank you for opening our mind. God bless you. Next year, I have to fly back to Zambia to vote. Of course. Diaspora, if you have money, fly back, vote. Make sure corrupt people are removed from power and the people rejoice. It's time for Zambia to develop. Youth power. Thank you. Youths. I love you. Share this video. Even if you want, share it so that even the doubtless PF cadre will see that these guys don't mean well for them. They are eating alone. There is just a clique there in PF. Not even the main PF members are not benefiting anything. They are broke. Forget about the noise they are making on Facebook. Hey, Papa, they are broke. Nothing. They are hungry. They are poor like kings. Very poor. Poorest. Poor. They are poor in the poorestness. Those guys. That's why it's very important to be rich. If King was having money, if at least he had food, he was not going to be a premature ejaculation just like that. He was going to say, even if you don't give me money, I'll still have my food. Like Chela said, like Biflo said. But because he don't have, he has to go and beg. Not from Mama. Forget about Edgar. Edgar Lungu has nothing to do with kings. Who is kings? He beg from Lusambo, from Kada to Kada. He can't beg from Edgar Lungu or Esther Lungu. No. Those people don't. They know that that guy is a chameleon. I don't want to open Pandora box. He's a chameleon, and they know that they can't trust him. Anything you take King in secret, the whole world was going to hear it. When I was talking about politicians, I didn't mention kings. Didn't you see King come and start talking rubbish about me? His mouth does, because he's a woman. He must talk. That's why he called for press statement to start talking about me. Today, where is he? Is he not a laughing stock in the whole nation? So Edgar Lungu knows to say, this one, they can't allow him there. Edgar Lungu is wise. The only problem I have with him is corruption, but wisdom is there. If Edgar Lungu was not wise, believe me, Chilifiatali was going to be the spokesperson for State House. The way he defend him. But the guy is so wise. The guy is not thou. You know who is who. You know who you will give 20 rand today, they will speak for you. You don't give them tomorrow, they will turn against you. That's why you can't have anything to do with kings. So forget about that thing of, I have access to State House. Which State House? You are poor. Poor man. Poor boy. Poor baby. Poor cry baby. You want to see your mother? Shame. I don't any days so tomorrow now when I say all the men could go this side, all the women go this side, kings will go to men. I will chase him back and say, go to women's side. You will. Thank you for watching today. I just want to say that I love you. It's all about making Zambia great. It's all about developing Zambia. It's all about removing corruption. Everything you have heard from me today, put it in practice. I want to quote the word of Dr. Nefes Momba. He says, Zambia shall be saved. And take this word. Zambia shall be saved. I love you. Good night.